All right, I'm live. I got 0 people in this room, but I'm gonna still make the video to post on YouTube. So, what's up, yo? I'm about to say something about ChatGPT. Oh, there we go. ChatGPT, yo. There's this white dude. His name is John Barnett, and he got an online YouTube channel. It's a gospel garbage channel. And let me see. He is like him along, and also a bunch of other white people with the church. They are programming ChatGPT. So yesterday, I was in the library and I'm talking to ChatGPT, and I asked it, I was like, yo, did Jesus give white folks slaves for Christmas? And then it said, no, Jesus didn't do this, blah, 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 Christianity, blah, 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 it's good. So then I asked it about spiritual warfare. And then it was like, yes, spiritual warfare is real, it's beliefs and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. So then I asked a black lady sitting next to me, all right, yo, if a genie grants you wishes and it gives you the wish, the genie gave you the item, like a car, like whatever, spouse. So when these white folks prayed to Jesus for a slave and they got one, that's like Jesus giving them a slave, just like the genie gave somebody, a slave. So now, if you go into ChatGPT and you type that in and try to basically force white people to confess about their Christmas presents, ChatGPT gonna tell y'all, like, no, it never happened. Who the hell is that? Hopefully you're not somebody I know in person. Or, I don't know. Hopefully you are. I don't know. This YouTube shit is weird. But yeah, yo, ChatGPT. Thank you. Yeah, we in a battle, a weird battle, yo. These politicians, they getting ready to murder people. Bulldogs. Yo, Bulldogs, what's up, man? Thank you for subscribing. This world crazy, and for real, Sam, because I don't know if it was like one of them Christians that's attacking me, or it's like somebody I know, but all right, whatever. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, so ChatGPT, it's like being reprogrammed by these super smart Christian people, yo. And it's so bizarre because they obstructed everybody from a rescue operation. If these ice caps melt and we lose like 1 mile of the coastlines, all them people on the coastline is gonna go crazy. And then if you like somewhere in the middle of the United States, you're not gonna get no goods coming into your city. So the Democrats was working on the climate crisis, and somehow this whole Civil War thing like destroyed so much stuff, but the conservatives was using Jesus to make us feel bad about ourselves. But at the same time, I'm discovering like a bunch of weird things they're doing with the Bible. They're stealing life insurance policies from your gay kids, or if you're a gay couple, they're stealing your life insurance policies. They're doing a tax cut, and they don't know nothing about what's his real name. Yeah, they're doing a tax cut. What's my name? It's in my YouTube. It's EJ. They're doing a tax cut, and what that did was, it sounded like it was right. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna save a lot of money. But what it did was it bankrupted your Social Security account. So that means when you get older, where are you Christians? Like, you gonna go find them? So when you get older, your social security is like bankrupt, so you don't have no money for like the nursing homes, the nice ones. But I was telling people, do not listen to the tax cuts. Use Obama's. All right, Sam. You Buddhist, Sam? Well, to oh, Yeshua. Oh, yo. To Smith that just said Yeshua is his real name. I got something for you, but hang on one second. Bulldog said, no, I mean, are you Christian? Well, technically I wasn't nothing. I was just like somebody that liked to sit in the park and read books, and I was trying to get like as much like certificates, like a CDL license, like a EMS license, like financial license. So I was just that person. And then when you get older and you start making money, you're gonna be like, oh snap, I need to like figure out where I want to be when I die, like what church. So around that time, I started looking into churches and stuff because my money was right. And then Trump started getting in the office, but the work that I studied before, I knew the financial plans that he was putting in motion was really horrible. So I started like adjusting it while he was in office his first term. So this is why we don't have the collapse that everybody keep talking about. So we got like stock market highs. I got a Trump fan in here. Yeah, it's cool. I'm not a Buddha, bro. I'm an atheist. Hence why I said I believe in science. I'm going to subscribe, homie. Oh, thanks. That's what's up. Yeah. So let me answer something real quick. Somebody said there was Jesus, Yeshua, Yahuwah, like all these stuff. But if you study corporate law and in corporations and stuff, okay, yeah. I wish Trump a happy Father's Day on Father's Day, but Trump is an idiot. I don't support him, but I'm still an EMT. If he was my patient, well, former EMT, if Trump was my patient, I would still have to like treat him with respect if I'm taking him to the hospital. So I don't get involved with that whole tit for tat shit, but I do talk shit because it's fun. But this Yahweh, Yeshua, and all those different names, Trump's a doofus. Like, well, hang on. He knows what he's doing because he's trying to like destroy the system to get away with crimes. So I guess he has a high IQ in that dynamics of the mind. But this church shit, I got 29 people in here right now. Something created Trump. A lot of crimes. He committed a lot of FEMA crimes because let's say I'm evacuating the coastlines. There's obstruction of FEMA because when the people on dialysis or cancer patients from the coastlines got to move away from the coastlines, what happens is they're going to die because when you put them in like a park area, there's no electricity, so they're going to die, and then it's a homicide. So that's homicide by Trump. Trump is murdering dialysis patients, cancer patients that's on the coastline. So I care. I got to do this shit. I got to rescue people. So, but this Yahweh thing, think of, all right, so it's 44 people now. So let's say we trying to start up a new food franchise, right? And nobody wants to share the money. So it's like you're going to branch off. You're going to be like, all right, screw y'all. Y'all could call it Jesus. I'm going to call it Yeshua. And I'm going to pocket my own church money. And they got a Christ Jesus one, like the Church of Christ Jesus. And then they have a Church of Jesus Christ. So it's two different business entities. And all of them are preaching this like bizarre, hateful LGBT gospels. And they're stealing life insurance policies, which is a bank robbery. So it's a whole lot of... Yeah, so there was no J in the Hebrew alphabet, and there's no possible way. But besides all of that, people started developing the franchising of a God. So they all branched off into their own little belief system, and they all using the same Bible and the same story, which is the King James. Do you think Trump made America great again? Hell no. He did a lot of damages that I had to fix. So the damages, I told a lot of people, just like y'all commenting on my channel, I was doing this to a lot of live streams and a lot of YouTube channels, and I was saying ignore Donald Trump's tax cuts and use Obama's 2012 tax rates and file your taxes, and then donate 10% of the tax bill. So let's say your tax bill is like, I don't know, $4,000, 10% is 400, right? So you donate an extra $400. So some people had it, some people didn't. But if you did it, that means the system stayed propped up and stabilized, and all the cities was capable of paying off their bills and paying down some of the debt. So the crisis wasn't that bad. So that's how, and this was during Trump's first term. And also the banking system collapsed. Damn, it's a lot of people in here. This is the first time I had 31 people in my chat. Diddy, is that you? I don't know Diddy on a personal level. All right, so let me try to answer some of these people. Moderate me, bro. I'm your fan. I don't know how to do that yet, but I'll keep you in mind. I'll look for your name. Yeah, I was just using this to like, kind of like a Twitter. So I don't really know YouTube like that. Don't praise Trump. You got to praise God for everything, I guess. Oh, if y'all want to talk about God and stuff, go to this channel. His name is Mr. MBB333. And his channel records all these like UFOs, right? So they got these plasma UFOs, and it's like rainbow colored. So they come down and they could turn into people. I know them eyes burning. What's happening in America? Give us an update, please. All right, so I'm gonna give you an update. In America, the financial system is stable. You gotta watch Tom Lee. He goes on CNBC a lot. He has the accurate data on the market direction. So if the market direction is solid, the future is solid. And his, I guess, guidance on the economy is like associated with my work that I did, because I put out new macroeconomic formulas to stabilize this stuff. Give me 1 second. Damn. Let me go back in. I meant to write hospitals. Hold up. Wow, there's a lot of comments. Thanks for all the comments, y'all. I was just gonna make a quick video. Goofy Godbur 6929. I am pro LGBT. And speaking on that, the B in the LGBT, right? Let's say you go to jail and you serve like, I don't know, 20 years. The first thing you do when you get out of jail is you go to a strip club. And when you see two women dancing sexually, that's a homosexual situation, and you're attacking a felon, not a felon, a guy that served his time, came out of jail, and he's free. You're fucking with his money, because now the court system will try to steal his life insurance policies. Yeah, so a guy that gets out of jail and goes to a strip club because he didn't see women in a while, they steal his life insurance policies with the banking system because he's the B in the LGBT. All right, Eric, you 9 years old, so you can roll out and keep it moving and cover your ears, yo, your virgin ears. Bro, what drugs are you on? I don't know. I want to try acid. I want to try ayahuasca. I want to talk to the aliens, you know, because I heard that like when you do certain drugs, like the whole realm changes and you see like aliens and characters and shit. I want to do that shit, but I ain't tried it yet. They came down. All right, so this is Martin Seagishi. That might be Japanese, yo. UFOs, yeah, I seen them. They came down. They turned into people. So I was surrounded in a park by a bunch of them, and they turned into people, and they showed me some weird stuff, yo. So they know Satan, they know Jesus, they know Jesus's dad, they know Jesus's grandpa up in the heaven realms. So you could see them at night. They're like these rainbow UFOs. They're just hovering there. So let me see. Yeah. Life insurance policies for prisoners. Like, you could buy one. Anybody could buy life insurance policies. When them pastors pray over you after you get out of jail and before you leave jail, they be trying to sell you life insurance policies. So, yeah, talking about that one. They'll cancel that shit. You pay X amount of money per month, and then all of a sudden, they cancel that contract or the policy, and that's bank fraud. And then some accounts, they'll just pocket the actual policy and call it dark money, and they kept your monthly payments and your contract, and they gamble it in the stock markets. So they be doing shady stuff with this money stuff. That's why they don't want Democrats with badges in the White House. The American financial system is screwed. My beer costs so much. Kind of, sort of. The inflation. So a time traveler came back to like 2017, and there was like one bottle of water was $10. So the work that I did removed it, and now a bottle of water in 2030 is still $1. So that means that's like 1,000% inflation that didn't happen or will not happen because of the work that I did. So Trump's a doofus. That's my shout out. So let me try to answer another question. Unemployment is higher than ever. Kind of, sort of. During Trump's first term, he was trying to push Obama's employment rate, which was 6%, up to 10% to fix inflation. That's psychotic. It would have never happened. So the work that I did got unemployment down to 4%. So how it did it was I kept telling everybody I'm fixing all the countries and invest in X, invest in Y, invest in ABCs, whatever. And people was doing it, and they made money off of the stock market rallies. So their portfolio is up like at least 30% for the past like 8 years. Sorry, meant to write hospitals. Angela Johnson. Hang on. Damn, I'm going all the way back. I don't see the hospital thing. That's a while back. All right, so I'm back up. All right, so Lance, I'm so beer's $1,000. Where's beer $1,000 at? Answer. All right, Madness Hook. What's your question? Oh, Martin Samaguchi, Geshi. Samugeshi. Yeah, time travel is legit. Go to Apex TV. There's a time traveler named Alexander Smith. He gave a testimony. They are not, what is it, prophets. They kept coming back and saying that they're prophets or given prophecies, but I told them that it's a time travel testimony. So it's not, yeah. So they're giving testimonies on Apex TV. And what they do is they're just like trying to fix their future, their time zone. So it's like your grandkids are trying to save themselves from the damages from the ice caps melting. So the ice caps melted because the Earth moved from a oval orbit, oh shit, oval into a circle around the sun. The reason why is all the cement that we moved around from the mountains and stuff like that shifted the weight of the planet, and over time it just like put it into a circle. So when it's in a circle, the ice caps will melt faster. I was trying to figure out like why is a time traveler from 2030 like requesting this kind of help? Like I would have expected like the ice caps to take like hundreds of years to melt, but these people that came from the future, they was like, yo, we need the help ASAP. So that's what I figured out. No. Well, if you ever been like skydiving, well, if you see how the satellites, they just like float in orbit, the Earth kind of like floats in like space. So the weight of it, if we move around a lot of steel and cement, it really is going to affect the orbit. So, hold on. So yeah, time travelers, they're legit. So check out Apex TV for that info. They were sending me codes and I cracked a lot of the codes and I rescued a lot of the damages that Trump did. So they basically, I'm like their favorite person in the world every time they got to do a time jump. So I call them timeline technicians because they're fixing timelines. Answer my question. Madness say, oh, why are you guys playing victim card on religion? I think I need you to elaborate a little bit. What do you mean by victim and on religion? Like what about on it? Like accusing y'all? Martin Seagishi. Did I say that right, by the way? How? Must be some serious tech. I was terrified the first time. I'm like, yo, what the hell am I getting myself into working with these people? Oh, thanks, man. All right, cool. Yeah. So working with the timeline technicians, I don't know. Is it an emergency? Like, is it a federal operation with multiple federal agencies? Well, with the timeline tech question, 2 of the swords in 4 years. So, back to Martin Seagishi. Yeah, that technology is weird. So, a boogeyman, boogeyman demon. All right, so the UFOs was a weirder experience because they come down. They was there when Jesus was born 2,000 years ago, and they come down and they turn into people. So the one that came down, he was like a fireball, and then he just went poof, and he turned into a black guy. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like asking him like, why? What is this? Like, why are they around me? He was like, it's my initiation. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I started working with the I know some stuff about that. Area 20, well, 51. They have this weird technology over there. It's Dreamland Tech, and they could detach their soul from their body and walk into your dreams in Area 51. So that's how a lot of these Christians get in these rapture dreams, yo. So they're like taking, no, well, it's a shapeshifter. So back my acid trip. Nah, this legit. Is he a woman? Is who a woman? UFO playing gay son. Yo, you know what's funny about all the Christians that's attacking the LGBT community? So there's this joke that people used to say. There's a joke that people used to say about like 3 people went up to heaven to talk to God, right? And they was all standing on a cloud, and God asked them something about, what do you want to be? And then the guy answered, and then God granted him, and then the other guy asked, and then, you know, God answered him, but the third guy slipped off the cloud, and he was like, oh shit. So then God turned him into a pile of shit. So that joke is basically what these Christians are gonna go through when they die, because when they made humans, right? Well, all creatures, they keep like having sex and procreating. So then the planet, it always populates rapidly. So if you think about 2,000 years ago till now, we got like 8 billion people on the planet, but the planet is older than 2,000 years. So what about the prior 2,000 years before this current 2,000 years? It was probably 10 billion people on the planet, because in our time zone, we have birth control. So it could have been like 10 billion people, and then they flood the earth. So that's God and Jesus and the Christians, yo. So what happens is the gods are like, you know what? They keep having sex and populating too fast, so we have to keep flooding the earth. So now what happens is they switch souls. So they put a female soul in a male's body and a male soul in a female body, and you end up with gays and lesbians, and they don't procreate like the heterosexuals. So up in the heaven realms, right, when they was planning out the past, present, and the future of the earth, they have all the way in the future to where this planet collapses into a black hole because of the sun, or however the black hole like collapses and eats up the planet. So the people upstairs, the orchestrators, the architects, whatever you want to call them, angels, they know about the past, the present, and the future. So they swapped the souls to make the LGBT community, and it slowed down the population growth. And all these Christians, they are helping the white people steal the life insurance policies, which is bank robbery, which is theft by deception, which is on the books, by the way. And now it's blasphemy with the angels and the gods, because they are like abusing innocent people that should have rights and freedoms. And they're like in this schizo doofus paranoia about gay people and burning in hell. So it's like, they're just like weird. Yeah, yo, dumb attacks. I'm telling y'all, go to MBB channel and watch for the UFOs. Dumb things hovering in the sky, they recording all of these comedies and insults y'all doing to the LGBT community. And they're gonna mess with y'all soul when y'all dead. So I'm not trying to scare y'all, I'm just telling y'all what I know. You could keep being you, because it's a free universe. But, you know, I'm just giving you a heads up, because them hell realms, when you go watch a scary movie, they exist. And there's a lot of different creatures down there, and you ain't gonna be that tough when it happens. So I'm just giving you a heads up. It's better to plead the fifth with this whole LGBT war than to go along with some bogus narrative of a politician that's stealing money. So I look like your uncle. Thanks, your uncle's a handsome guy. I'm gonna go back and try to answer some questions. Oh, listen. All right, so this is Ruth Paige. I was an EMT for 7 years and I love that job, yo. And I like helping people. And patients, some of them say crazy things. So people talking nonsense in my chat, it doesn't bother me. Like the Trump supporters, they could come in chit chat, they could like curse me out, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. Okay. Bunker watch Independence Day, you'll be fine. Independence Day. All right. What's crazy is in Independence Day, they make the UFO look like it's this huge UFO. But then when you like look at the Earth map on Google and you look at the size of New York City, the UFO is tiny-ish crap. Like it's so small. So it's like, I guess perspective is like the difference. So let me, this guy's a scholar. Bodhi Designs. I read a lot of books. Thank you if it's a compliment or an observation. I read a lot of books, yo. And I used to just sit in the park reading books because I was trying to get, like all these different certs, because in this world, it's a money world and you got to keep them dollars in your pocket, yo. So if you got kids, always like push them towards getting as many certificates as they can, because sometimes one field don't work out. You always have a backup. Oh, Martin Seagishi. There are many species of aliens. Which ones did you meet? All right, so there are like aliens, right? So there's multiple planets. Hold up. In one galaxy, I think there's like 1 billion planets, right? So if the thing that came down claimed that it patrols 4 galaxies, he patrols 4 billion planets around that thing or number. So let me see. There's other planets where they're not as developed as us. Talk about how you gotta get the money, but don't be greedy for the money. Yeah, you know, yo, my dream. Why do you lie so easily? Trust me, I ain't a liar. If I'm here, all right. So if you know about Moses and how he parted the Red Sea, and he rescued some people, and dumb things came down and talked to me, and they know Moses, and I'm telling you, I'm evacuating all the coastlines. Obviously, there's some kind of divinity within my soul, and a lot of honesty with the ish I gotta do. So, listen, I'm rescuing 8 billion people from the coastal floods. So everybody is getting rescued and nobody's gonna go into chaos. But somebody was talking about alien and species. So yeah, there's multiple species. I didn't meet like different planet species, but I did see the small disc craft. They call them the Greys. So I saw one of those crafts, and they like zip around. And also the orbs. So the orbs came down, and I spoke to the orbs, but it was like the telepathic guy, the one that turned into a human, was communicating with those things telepathically. So, yeah, they could read your thoughts and stuff. Let me see. the money issue. All right, so, all right, what? Oh, Martin Semugishi. I'm going to answer this question real quick. I'm a Van Braxton wants to talk about money. So there's a $16 quadrillion bailout, right? So that means all these politicians. Martin, I got you. Let me answer this money real quick. Nothing bad happens to us. So just give me 1 second. Somalian. That's a racist comment. I'm from the islands, yo. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. So I got a little reggae culture in me, yo. So, hold up. Let me go back. Oh, the money thing. $16 quadrillion bailout, right? So that's $2 million for everybody on planet Earth. Oh, that's what's up, Jamaica. All right. So you're like a Japanese Jamaican? Your name sounds Japanese. Oh yeah, so everybody in the whole world, they're getting $2 million each. So 1 million goes to African. That's interesting. Okay. I'm gonna look up that I guess family name and look into that. That's interesting. Yeah, so everybody is getting $1 million healthcare credit card, right? And off of that $1 million healthcare credit card, $10,000 is going to your funeral expenses. So then you get another $1 million social care credit card. So all right, hang on. Quadrillion is a number, genius. Yeah, if I'm a fool, you're a genius. You're smarter than me. So quadrillion is after trillion. So you would have to go to 9999 trillion, add a dollar, and then it goes over to 1 quadrillion. So we need 16 in order to stabilize the entire world. So the social care credit card, you're going to have $125,000 for childcare. So $50 a day, 5 days out the week goes to childcare. And then another 125 is for like, I guess, baby mama drama, living expenses. Because sometimes the mom has to stay with the kid and there needs to be like an at-home parent raising the kids until they go to kindergarten. So you're going to have the baby dad, the baby mama, and the kid. They all have $3 million. So month by month, over time, they're going to be able to use that card to pay for their bills. So what happens is the men, they would never go to jail for child support. So that means I cancel out the child support prison trap with this money system that I created. So it's 2 credit cards, and those are debts. So now I'm creating an asset. The asset is a new level of currency. So let's say you're making $7 an hour, right? And just like, let's say you're at work and you have like a 401k that's earning money in the stock market as you work. This new currency account is going to be opened up with the treasury, and you're going to be able to earn up to $52 an hour with it to basically pay off those 2 credit cards. So now your employer doesn't get taxed for anything, and then you don't really get taxed as a worker, because everything is like balanced out. The books are balanced. So you got a debt asset and an asset, like an asset. No, a debt instrument and an asset instrument. My bad. 10 crack commandments. Yo, I could make some comedy off of that. I'll come up with some. Bananas will cost $50. No. It's all stabilized. I already plugged in my formulas into ChatGPT, and it told me that inflation is gone completely. So in 10,000 years, a bottle of water is still $1. And then if I reset all the currencies in all the countries, it's going to be one whatever their money is. So it's going to be £1, one bolivar, which is Venezuela's money. It's going to be 1 peso for a bottle of water. You're basing... Nah. Yeah, 10,000 years. There's no inflation in 10,000 years or a million years because I neutralized the inflation. Wow. Let me try to answer some of these comments real quick. All right. Jamaica. Oh, Martin, he had asked about what happens to the earth. So back in the day, they used to talk about the ice age, where a whole bunch of stuff flooded, and then the woolly mammoths, they got frozen. Not flooded. The ice age, everything got frozen. My bad. So there was woolly mammoths and stuff like that, and that happens, right? But with us in our time zone right now, we moved around the cement and stuff, so it shifted the orbit of the Earth. And there's a natural cycle of it. Like it could do it on its own, but us as humans moving around all this weight, the cement and the steel, those are like tons of like pounds or whatever. And when you move it around, it changed the orbit. So when it's closer, the Earth is closer to the sun, the ice at Antarctica, it will melt extra fast. So what we have to do is we have to evacuate the coastlines before it can like cause us to panic and basically like go into chaos and like destroy everything. So we need to create a whole bunch of jobs. Some of the jobs, they're gonna be with moving companies because you got to help the what is this? The nursing homes, senior citizens, the disabled, they all need help moving their stuff. So the police department, the fire department. So a lot of these jobs are going to be moving jobs. So you got to be able to lift and carry stuff. And then the other part of the jobs, we got to build rescue cabins for everybody on the coastline. So we got to use lights and sirens to transport material faster to build up the... Are you a throat goat? We need to know. Yeah. The greatest of all times, right? So, yeah. So we got to create a whole bunch of jobs, like, really fast. Bingo. That's if you don't have any certs. But let me see. I already went to a city hall, town hall meeting, and I told them my budget plans, and I need 100 new police cars and also the police people to work with the highway patrol. And the highway patrol, they always escort like these those oversized vehicles, so they have the experience. So the highway patrol, they're gonna have a route throughout all the cities, and they're gonna let the truck and trailers, because the truck and trailers are now considered rescue vehicles, they're gonna let the truck and trailers go through the red lights to speed up the transportation for the evacuations and also mass production logistics. So yeah, you could start a moving company. The ice caps, they're gonna melt within 2 years. Black Rock. Small hats ain't paying shit. Yo, somebody wants to build houses on the water. Yo, if you build one, I'm not moving in your house at all, man. You got them hurricanes and tornadoes, and I'm good, yo. I'd rather stay on land and get the Where you get that info from, bro? Well, I'm a former EMT, and I was studying national emergency management to get another level on my certificate, because it's like Boy Scouts. You know, you get them badges. So if you become an EMT, you become a nationally registered one. Shadow band. I don't really know you. So when you become a nationally registered EMT, you get dispatched to all the like crisis zones. So my company would have probably dispatched me to Texas to help out with the floods. My social security number, it's ABC 123-967-555-924-689. They incinerate in my presence, literally. I eat demons for breakfast. Them things are gross when you see it. I don't think you want to eat that. Small hats ain't paying shit. I don't know who Small Hats is. It sounds like that is a very short-term profitable business. The movers? No, because when they like finish the evacuation, they can move into other areas easily, because they got like, what is that? Bragging rights. So the workers, they're gonna find their way through the economy easy. Will you explain to me how you think moving companies are going to be a long-term solution for a job source if the... All right, so we are moving people up to like the mountain areas or new land. So when we tear down the new land, it's like you're like EMTs, you're rescuing people. Shadow band. I did my DNA test, and it was like 60% Middle Eastern, 20 or 30% black, and like 5% Amazonian, 1% white. No, it didn't say Ethiopian. It said South Asian, like Kamala Harris, yo. We might be related. So, let me see. Oh, and it's like 2 tribes of black. So it's like Kenyans one. You most definitely something else though. Something like that. Oh, well, when you gonna get your 2 million? Yo, that's like the easiest math situation ever, yo, because it's a banking operation. So all you got to do is just put the money in the banking system and just like give it out, or like put it there. But Trump, he slowed down everything. Like back when Biden was in office, I invented a formula to cancel out transportation inflation, which is going to keep the money in other countries the same value as the dollar permanently. So that was completed 2 years after Biden was in office. So who is giving it? The governments. We are redoing the IRS. We're redoing the central banks. We're redoing a lot of stuff. Yeah, shadow band. Yep, I got a little in it. I think it's the black hair and the nose. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's a dead giveaway. I'm so-called black, but I'm American, Indian, and European. That's interesting, yo. I like cultures, yo, because all these cultures, they be having some good food. Y'all got to make these friends in all these cultures, yo, and eat their food. Go freeload at their mama house. Kick your feet up on the couch like you own the place, and just eat their dinners and their breakfast. Say no to drugs. Yeah, you tell that to the little kids, but when you get older, you know, it's a different story. Yo, this whole beefing thing with the blacks and the whites is really messed up. Like my one of my partner on the ambulance, she was white, yo. The first thing I told her, like when they assigned her to work with me, I was like, blonde hair, blue eyes, blonde hair, blue eyes. And then she punched me in my gut. And then after that, it was like, we was like, cool. I worked with her for like 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. She take me out to lunch. I take her out to lunch. So it's like this whole beefing thing with the whites and blacks is just weird. I'm in USA. Panda Poet. Is that a YouTuber? Y'all got these YouTube wars going on, and I'm trying to save y'all. I'm trying to make sure y'all could wash y'all private areas with some soap when y'all move to the mountains. And y'all want to start YouTube beef? That's crazy. Someone has a gun behind me. Somebody tricked me. Say no to drugs. Yep. Oh, get a haircut. Man. All right, so all I used to do was like, you know, like sometimes I would just shave this ball and keep like a goatee. But yeah, I had a rough couple months, yo. So the hair is kind of long, and you need some beef. Yeah, go get some dinner, yo. No haircut money. Yeah, true shit. I'm broke as hell. So, where am I? How did I end up here? What the fuck is going on? I don't know how to respond to that one. Is that a good thing, bad thing? If you need help, blink twice. Yo, that one's funny, yo. Don't cut the hair. Oh, I gotta clean this up. That would never happen. Yeah, YouTube beef. Can we all just get along? Yo, Shadow Van, yo. I was saying that like throughout the whole, I guess it's a civil war between the politicians. I was like, can't we all just get along? But I was saying it like I'm not taking it serious, but that I was saying that when George Floyd did his own, well, went through his experience. So can't we all just get along? Yeah, I don't respond to like go. It's a word, gory, like bad stuff. Like I'm an EMT, so my brain, if somebody's getting hurt, like I don't panic. I just like supposed to snap and try to rescue them. So it's like bad things happening to people. It doesn't like make me queasy or like affect my soul. I've been an EMT for 7 years, and then if I upgrade my certificate to FEMA and the financial department, I've been an EMT for 7, 8, like 16 years, yo. That's a long time. So, oh, thank you. I'm a hero. Y'all about to be a hero too. Oh, snap. My battery is dying. Keep on smiling, bro. Cali in the house. Yo, I've been to Long Beach, y'all, years ago when I first came to America, yo. They got some good clam chowder. Yeah, I do. I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna hook y'all up. So my battery is dying, everybody. Hopefully all of y'all come back when I do my next live and we could keep doing this chit chat. But my battery's gonna die and I gotta go. So I'll see y'all around. Y'all be safe. Know that the future is good. Everybody's gonna have a good retirement, and we all gonna grow old in nursing homes, and we're gonna have grandkids and all of that. So I'm gonna let y'all go and take it easy, all right?